thank you guys for joining us. As I said earlier, we're streaming from Texas, and we really wanted to just have an impromptu live stream to hang out with you guys and chat about life after Leo. It's been really difficult. We wanted to have this live stream sooner, but I don't think we were ready for it.
No, not mentally. This is a hard conversation for us,
Yeah.
and it's going to take us. I don't know how emotional we're going to get during this, but it's one of those things that, as we talk about it, I think you'll understand why we're having this live chat. But first and foremost, I really want to say thank you to all of you who watched the video about Leo, even those who weren't able to watch it but still sent us a note. For all of the condolences, the thank yous, a couple people wrote poems about Leo, and some of you even left donations to your favorite pet shelter, because Leo was a shelter dog when we found him. And that meant a lot to us. We actually went through all of the comments for that video. It had over 2,000, and there was just no way we had the bandwidth to be able to respond to all of them. But we want you to know we read them. Thank you so much. It meant so much to us, all of the responses and the positivity, the thoughts, you guys sharing your feelings about Leo and everything else. And more than one time, we started crying because of some of the things you guys wrote and what we read.
Yeah.
And just conjuring up those memories of those fun times with Leo.
And Leo had such a positive impact on our life, and we knew a lot of you really enjoyed Leo in our videos, but just reading about how much Leo meant to all of you really it warmed my heart, and it was really an emotional time. It still is an emotional time for us.
Yeah.
But I did want to show you guys something. So as one of the really heartfelt things that people have been messaging us and sending us, Charlotte, if you're watching, I really want to thank you for this painting of Leo.
It means a lot to us.
It does. I don't know if you guys can see it, but Charlotte painted this picture we took with Leo at the Grand Canyon. And it's so special, and it means a lot to us. So thank you guys. I'm sorry.
This is why it's taken us this long to say thank you to everybody and get on here, just because we knew this was going to happen. But as I'm waiting for Kate to dry her tears, I want to say another huge thank you to David for that super chat, and again to
Crazy Rider 55. Thank you. He says, "We love you guys always better than Netflix, Hulu, and cable." Thank you.
That means a lot.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm doing better. But we have to find a place to hang this up in the van.
We do.
That's your job.
I may have to drill a hole.
Just don't go through the van.
Don't hurt anything. Today we're really looking at explaining, what life is going to be like after Leo.
Yeah.
One question we got a lot from people is whether or not we're getting another pup. And I will say that we've been talking about it, and we definitely are planning to get another pup, just not right away. First of all, I don't think emotionally we could deal with it. We're not ready. And there are a lot of plans that we wanted to kind of go over with you guys, of things we plan to do since we don't have a dog. When we had Leo, our whole focus was Leo and taking care of him, especially once he got cancer. We left the rat race because we wanted to spend more time with our pups. We lost Duke, our first dog together, 10 days on the road. So that was really difficult for us. And ever since, we wanted to spend our time with our boys, and that's why we hit the road.
And each other.
And each other.
But we don't know this lifestyle without dogs.
No.
We've always, we had Duke and Leo in the beginning, and then Leo for the last 2.5 years.
Yep.
We're going on 3 years. And it's so strange to still wake up and not have him here in the van. We were camped at a campground a few days ago, and both of us looked out on the grass expecting to see him, and
Yep.
he wasn't there. And that's hard. It's difficult. But we've met a lot of dogs since. As you've seen in our videos, we've been incorporating them. And actually, when we were at the RVE Summit, there was an attendee from Colorado. Her name is Sarah. Sarah, if you're watching, thank you for letting us hang out with your husky puppy, Orion. That was amazing. To just have him run around the van and have a puppy.
Yeah, especially a husky.
Yeah.
We understood.
But I did find the Husky Rescue of Texas.
Uh-oh.
And I've been telling Joe that maybe we should just pop in for a visit. We're not getting a dog, but I just want to go and visit.
I don't know. That might be dangerous. Chuck, I want to say a big thank you for the super chat, and we will hang in there, and I'm happy you're enjoying the shirt.
Yeah.
People have asked us whether we're planning on traveling the world, and they were questioning why we've been spending all our time in the U.S. Well, the reason for that has been Leo. Just making sure we can spend our time with him and not putting him through the hassle of trying to fly him overseas, put him in cargo on a plane. We didn't want to do that to him. So now that he's gone, we have been talking about doing more international travel. Mm-hmm. We're keeping an eye on all of those last minute flight deals. Kate found one the other day to China. The timing wasn't going to work out on it.
No.
And we're looking to travel around the world. We really want to spend a lot more time in Europe, Asia, South America, Central America,
Mm-hmm.
We love Costa Rica. We might just go down there for a week or weekend, depending on airfare. The nice thing now is we can park the van, store it, leave for a few weeks, come back, and then hit the road again. So that'll be cool. And we've looked at all sorts of different options to travel overseas. My mom is an avid traveler, and I've told her that we would love to do a trip with her. Mm-hmm. Your parents they're going around the world, or they've been around the world.
Well, they're halfway around the world right now.
In Egypt. So we've been talking to them about doing a cruise to Alaska, a few other things, and it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but not only, international travel let's not even talk about international travel. I think our travel will be different now, mm-hmm. just even here in the U.S. When we were at Yosemite, we decided not to hike Half Dome because we had Leo, and we wanted to spend time with him. We didn't want to board him or leave him. A lot of people who live this lifestyle will board their animals or hire a pet sitter. That's not something we've ever wanted to do or decided to do. So we put things off for, life after Leo. So now we can take the train in Durango, Colorado.
Yes. We
can hike Bright Angel Trail in the Grand Canyon. So, we're going to really celebrate Leo's passing by doing a lot more things and really getting out there and, doing the things that we said we would do after Leo.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's tough thinking about it.
It is. And it's been especially hard being back in Texas because Leo has been with us here where we are now.
Retracing those steps has been difficult because we've gone to a lot of the same places and we saw the places we hung out, took photos with him, and going back through reliving those memories it's bittersweet.
Yeah. We have more people checking in from Texas. Hey, y'all. We are actually planning a Texas meetup later this month.
We are?
Not sure where it's going to be yet, but we will be announcing it probably sometime next week.
Yep, we're announcing it on Patreon. So every month we have a Patreon meetup in whatever state or location we're in. Last month it was in Fredericksburg, Texas. Mark was there along with a few other people. We had a great time and got a lot of personal time with you guys. So we're looking forward to the next one. If you want to learn about that, become part of it, head over to Patreon and become part of the WTR family.
Yeah, someone says they like my shirt too.
Never stand still.
Never stand still. Got this at the RVE Summit,
mm-hmm.
which was a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to watch our last Wednesday or this past Wednesday's video.
Yep.
But we did a recap of all the really awesome people we met there, and what an incredible summit that was. So if any of you guys are interested in becoming RV entrepreneurs, I would highly recommend going to the summit next year.
Yeah. Joe, thank you for the super
It's
chat.
John.
Oh, John. Sorry.
You know what? Joe doesn't
I don't have
his
my glasses on.
Sorry, John.
John, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for sharing the good, the bad, and the sad. See, I can read that.
It's because it's highlighted and it's bigger font.
Man.
Oh, we have someone from Europe that did a super chat.
Oh,
it's
you're gonna...
Munster 65.
Thank you.
Thank you. RLT Gamer, thank you. It's hello Russos. Hello
Thank you.
back.
Hello.
Let's see. The O Life asked if you could go one place out of the U.S., where is that place right now? If we could pick one place to travel internationally.
I got it.
Okay, let's say ours separately on the count of 3. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Costa
Spain.
Rica. Hey, they're both Spanish speaking.
I was going to say that. So I want to go to Barcelona because Kate, back in the day, went on a business trip there. Came back with some amazing stories about the food, the people, the country. I used to live in southern France, so right on the border of Spain, but I never got to go into Spain. And that's something I would love to do and just go hang out in that country. But we love Costa Rica.
We do. We really enjoy Central America.
Mm-hmm.
But you would love Spain. And one of the reasons I love Barcelona is how dog-friendly the city was when I was there. And I keep those things in mind when I'm traveling, you know? What if we want to live in Spain for a year? I don't know. Oren, I think it's Oren. Is that how you pronounce it? Oren G, thank you so much for the super chat. And Gaming Lawyer says, thanks for taking us along on your adventure.
You're very welcome, and thank you.
Thank you for following us. And Chuck, hey
it's Riley.
Hey, Riley.
What's up?
Joe, we have shirts. That's awesome. Hey, Riley. I'm so glad you could join us. Hope you're feeling better. I know you were a bit under the weather the last time we did our live stream.
Yeah.
So, very good to see you here. For those of you who don't know, do you mind me sharing?
No, you can share.
Tomorrow is Joe's birthday.
I'm getting old.
So, as a super special treat, I think I might take him out to Chipotle. We never eat out, but I told Joe.
I got to tell him the story, though.
Okay.
When I was a little kid, and my parents would ask me, so where do you want to go for dinner, or to dinner for your birthday? My response was always Taco Bell. I loved Taco Bell as a kid, and I would get the hard shell tacos, the Mexican pizza, the 7-layer burrito, those different things. Well, I was telling Kate last night when she brought it up, that would be awesome because it would be like reliving my Taco Bell experience when I was a kid, just elevating it. And I would feel a lot better the next morning.
Yeah, you do like your Chipotle.
I love Chipotle.
And you like your Chipotle hacks.
And they have taco shells. They're hard shell taco shells, and I love those things. So that would be awesome.
You're getting a lot of happy birthday wishes.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, someone is wishing you a happy birthday from Switzerland. That's a place I would really love to go.
So I've been to Switzerland. I was touring through France and got to go spend some time in there, but it was only like a long afternoon. We drove in from Annecy and then came back right across the border. So yeah, I want to go spend time, go hiking. I'd love to go during winter.
Yeah. Switzerland, Germany.
Germany.
Love to do Germany. We've been watching, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the show Parts Unknown with Anthony Bourdain, but we watched an episode about Cologne, Germany, and now I really want to go there.
I want to go for the beer. The Kolsch.
The little beers that you just shoot.
Yeah, so he was doing this thing where the restaurant will bring around the Kolsch, which is apparently very easy to drink, in these small glasses that are only about yay tall. They're very narrow. And you drink those. Well, as you're done, the guy will come back around and put another one on your table and keep going until you tell them to stop. And every time they do it, they make a little mark on your coaster. So I was like, yes, I want to do that.
wants to know what kind of coffee you drink.
That,
Because that is a loaded question. And the funny thing is, if you guys have been watching our channel for a long time, Joe used to do a weekly coffee series.
that no one watched.
Well, the people who watched it really loved it.
Uh-huh.
And you would go into extensive detail about your coffee.
Yeah, so that the reason Kate says that's a loaded question is I could sit here and talk about for a half hour to an hour the type of coffee I drink. I look at coffee a lot of the same ways that people look at wine. It's all about the variety, how it's processed, who makes it. It's not just I love coffee from Costa Rica. I love very specific coffee from Costa Rica coming from different farms, the way it's processed and everything else. So I look at coffee on a very micro level and every detail about it. And then when I make it, there's a lot that goes into it. I really want to go to Italy and have the espressos.
Yeah. Riley wants to know how she can get a sticker.
Ooh, we'll send you a note.
Yeah, we will send you a sticker.
Yes.
You got it.
You got it.
So that's one of the benefits of being a WTR family member is we have stickers and meetups and live chats, all kinds of fun stuff.
And if you happen to catch us in person, I will make you a cup of coffee.
Yes. And Joe has ruined a lot of people because he'll make them coffee and then all of a sudden their coffee doesn't taste quite as good.
We've gotten emails and comments back that after people have had the coffee I make them, they go home the next morning, they'll make a pot for themselves and they say it tastes terrible and how can they up their game. So I get a lot of questions from people about how they can make their coffee taste that much better.
All right. Nat says that he's only going to drink booze with us.
That's fine. We've got that too.
We'll meet up with you in Florida. Nat's one of our OG subscribers.
OG. To the nth degree.
To the nth degree. And we will take you up on your driveway surfing offer.
As long as I can do donuts in your front lawn.
Actually, you might show up, come home one day, and we'll just have the van parked in front of your driveway. Let's see. Oh, someone says we should come to Puerto Rico. It's on the list.
It is?
I don't think there's any place we don't want to go to.
No.
Can you think of a place where you're like, no, I'm good?
I think there are a few regions of the world that are in kind of turmoil that I would stay away from.
So maybe
but,
North, yeah.
But aside from that, I mean, pretty much everywhere in the world I would love to get to at some point as long as it were relatively safe.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Favorite coffee bean ever? Best coffee shop in the U.S. Go.
I would go with Demi-Toss and Thump.
And Demi-Toss you like?
So, well, hold on. Demi-Toss, I love their Costa Rica. They make a really good Colombian. Thump has an amazing Ethiopian washed. And then, I'm blanking on John's Coffee Roaster Company.
Oh, that's so funny because it's right here.
So Facing West Coffee has an amazing geisha that he sent me. So I would say that I have favorites for a specific bean. That's how detailed I get.
Thinking about that. I mean, can you imagine? So if we do go overseas this year,
yes,
we can have an international Patreon meetup.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like it.
That could be fun. And then for our patrons, if you want to meet us, you could just fly to wherever we're going.
Yeah, that would be inexpensive.
Well, we have a couple of patrons that are going to Paris, and if we happen to be in the same area at the same time, that would be a really cool, fun meetup.
It would.
So, all right. Gracelyn says, more cooking videos, Kate. Would you cook overseas? We're full-timers in Kerrville, Texas. Would love our rock espresso maker. WTR family. Hey, Gracelyn. Yes, I am doing more cooking videos. So I posted my first cooking video on Patreon January. February got away from me.
With Leo.
With Leo, I didn't get around to making a video about cooking. But I will be posting a new cooking video this month over on Patreon, so stay tuned for that. And I'm working on the book and
if
trying to get that taken care of.
If it seemed like we've been a bit off, or there have been posts that we haven't put up, things like that, a lot of it has been just us trying to mentally recover from losing Leo and readjust to this lifestyle without him. Kate mentioned it earlier, but there have been times where we've been out and I'll say to Kate, we better get going. And she looks at me and says, why? I say, because we need to get home for Leo, but he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
We get more accustomed to being without him. I think he, like any other dog I've lost, they're always in your heart and they're always part of you. And whenever I sit down and really think about him, I get teary-eyed. But it's just, you need to move on. You need to continue with your life. It's the next chapter. It's what Leo would have wanted. We know our dogs aren't going to live forever. And that's really the unfortunate thing. But, they give you so much love while they're here.
And we really, I think, took advantage of the time we had together.
Yes.
And I feel really good about that.
He enhanced our lives, and he enhanced our lives on the road.
By the way, we're getting a lot of offers to driveway surf in the U.S. and overseas.
Okay.
So the best way, if you want to offer your driveway to us, and thank you so much, is to leave us a comment on our website. So I'll leave a link in the chat. But if you guys leave us a comment, we can get in touch with you that way.
And if we do miss you or anything like that, we apologize. It's just we do get a lot of emails and notes like that, so it's always hard to track, especially when we're coming into a new town and there's a lot of other things going on.
Guess who just joined us? Robert.
Hey, what's up, Robert?
Glad you can make it. Let's see, we have a super chat from Crazy55 Rider. What about Leo's life with you guys changed your life that if he wasn't with you? What about Leo's life with you guys changed your life that if he wasn't with you?
I think together it's been fun having a family with Leo, and that really changed. I think the two of us, when we first started dating, we didn't have a dog, and we didn't have anything like that. But when we first moved in together, we adopted Duke, our first dog. And it really changed us because no longer was it just the two of us. There was a third being in the family. And it really changed our outlook on things, how we traveled, what we did. When Leo was here with us, our whole lives revolved around making sure that we were going places that he could visit, that he would be comfortable. If the weather was going to be really hot, we would go somewhere else. And he was always top of mind. And that's why it's been really strange for us to come out of that lifestyle and not have to think about that anymore.
Yeah. But I really meant, but the thing that really stays with me, and I think both of us, is what I said in the video about what we learned from Leo. And I remind myself of that every day. Mm-hmm. So he's always with us.
Yeah.
And I think both dogs have changed our lives for the better. And we always have a special place for them. And a reminder to just love each other unconditionally and, don't hold a grudge. Mm-hmm. And life is really short, so enjoy every moment that you have.
Yeah, there were those times we'd be stressed out and things like that, and then we'd look over and Leo would be passed out on his back or doing zoomies or chewing on a ball or something, and we're like, he's not stressed out. He doesn't care. We need to be more like him.
Yeah. Okay, we have a super chat from Bill. He says, Bill and Rachel says, we put money down on a Class B inspired by you and Leo in Joe's book.
Congratulations.
They're picking up their Class B in April and currently live in the Florida Keys.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, you guys. That's awesome. Yeah, we really enjoyed the Keys.
It was fun.
Hope to make it back there maybe next winter. We'll see.
Maybe. We have family there we might go spend Christmas with. But I think Bill brought up a good thing, the book. Mm-hmm. Shameless plug. I'm sorry. I have to do this. So
don't be sorry.
For those of you who haven't read it yet or had a chance to see it, my book, Take Risks, One Couple's Journey to Quit Their Jobs and Hit the Open Road, is available pretty much everywhere, but on Amazon, if you're into paperbacks, you can get them there. And then if you ever meet us in person, I will be happy to sign it for you.
Oh, and George from Humble Road joined us.
Awesome. George, you have some awesome videos, and there were a few people talking about you at the RVE Summit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look forward to meeting you when we head over to the East Coast, or maybe somewhere on the road.
Got to get you. All right, so are we announcing the little tidbit for next week's video, or are we going to keep that under wraps?
Oh, okay. We can share it. So, for those of you who, gosh, when was this? January, February 2016. Yeah, around then. Winter 2016, I decided I needed a haircut, so I let Joe cut my hair. A lot of you watched that video and were absolutely mortified. I had a good time. I thought it was a lot of fun. You had fun too, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
So anyway, it's time for another haircut. I'm going to let Joe take care of it. It's my birthday present to you. You can cut my hair.
Oh, wow. You're so generous.
And I'm taking you to Chipotle. So I might be rocking a new haircut.
You are going to be rocking one.
I am going to be rocking a new haircut by Joe, and we'll see what that looks like on Wednesday.
Let's see, how short can you go?
So next Wednesday, I might have a new haircut.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what it looks like. This is what love and trust is. I'm just going to let him do whatever he wants.
We're testing those trust bonds.
Well, thanks, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to connect with us on Instagram, Patreon, and all the other fun places.
Yeah. And for those of you who want to see a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage, we put up a lot of cool stuff on Patreon. We do the monthly meetups. We do monthly chats with everybody and things like that. So if you want to learn how to become part of the WTR family, we're going to put a little button in the video later, and you can check that out. We will see you next Wednesday. Bye, guys.